I think we found the beauty of Libra through this video. So I'm very grateful for that.
Me too.
Moon signs and storylines.
Hello, astrology enthusiasts.
Hello, astrology enthusiasts. Welcome to Moon Signs
and Storylines. I'm Kimberly.
And I am Megan. Here at Moon Signs and Storylines, we like to give story to the upcoming new moons and full moons. We do this so novice astrologers can understand the current energy of the now and to encourage other astrology enthusiasts to play along.
Mm-hmm. And to expand their knowledge. That's our hope.
During Libra season, as we mentioned, we collaborated. Mm-hmm. And we are excited to tell you that our reference for this new moon in air sign Cardinal Libra is
Justice
Ruth
Bader
Ginsburg, the notorious RBG.
Right. Oh, you cut me.
Oh, wow.
You get to go first.
I get to choose, I guess.
Oh, you get to choose. That's right.
Oh, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go second.
Oh, you're going to let me go first?
Yeah, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. So we compared this new moon to her life. So when you look at the new moon in Libra, Ruth's lifelong fight for equality and her belief in decorum and respect, even in disagreement, is reflected in this Libra new moon. She embodied the Libra ideal, calm, clear, and fair. Her voice and manner carried authority without aggression. She brought harmony to tense debates and believed justice could be kind. So we look at the leading planet, which is Venus, and it stands alone. So Venus leads in Libra. It sets the tone for grace, connection, and beauty in motion. Venus is at home in Libra, and this is her favorite place to be. So her power is effortless, magnetic, and refined. Just like Justice Ruth embodied Venus and Libra's leadership, justice was grace, equality rooted in respect, reform guided in beauty and truth. She didn't destroy systems. She refined them. Mm-hmm. She didn't fight to dominate. She fought to balance. Channel our inner RBG under this Venus and Libra by leading with grace and not force. This energy reminds us that strength can be calm, power can be kind, and justice can be beautiful. Instead of tearing things down, refine them. Mercury in conjunct Mars in Scorpio. We saw this being played out and how Justice Ruth argued 6 major gender equality cases before the Supreme Court and won 5 through pure intellect and emotional courage. She fought with elegance. Scorpio energy hunts for truth beneath the appearance. Mercury Mars gives it a language and a precision. Every word is calculated. Every argument is surgical. Emotion turned into focus, not chaos. Strategy over impulse, she moved like a chess player. Mm-hmm. Truth as a weapon, justice as her motive. If something feels unfair in relationships, work, or within ourselves, this illumination asks us to name it and fix it. Don't let nice become the enemy of right. Mm-hmm. Then I saw that Jupiter in Cancer squares this new moon. Ruth had the ability to use emotion wisely and law, turning care for others into solid, logical justice. She cared deeply about fairness for all people, but the square shows her challenge balancing compassion with tough decisions. Just like RBG, we can turn empathy into action, compassion into fair, grounded choices. This aspect reminds us that true strength is feeling deeply while deciding wisely, balancing heart with reason in every step. Saturn in Pisces trines Jupiter in Cancer.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
One of her quotes is, real change happens in small steps.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Isn't that perfect? Totally. Really it is. That is true. Small steps. So Saturn in Pisces trying Jupiter in Cancer speaks on that.
Oh, I thought it was the other one, but yay.
Yeah, because Ruth took it slow. Step-by-step approach, that's that Saturn. Taking cases that would build a foundation for equality rather than rushing change. She was both kind and methodical. She used structure to support her ideals, working patiently to create real lasting change. We can channel this energy by taking a steady, intentional approach to what matters most to us. We can build our goals step by step, just like Saturn asks us to, letting patience and structure support our vision. That's the Jupiter. Real change comes through thoughtful action. Then I looked and saw the Chiron in Aries squaring Jupiter and opposing this new moon. Ruth faced gender bias, family loss, health struggles, but used those wounds to strengthen her empathy and focus. Her resilience, transforming personal struggle for fuel for her mission. We can all let our personal struggles deepen our empathy and sharpen our focus. Resilience comes from using our life's wounds as fuel to pursue our mission and courage and purpose. So the other aspect that I really want to speak on is Pluto in Aquarius, sextile Neptune in Aries, but trining Uranus in Gemini. Pluto gave her power to reshape the law itself. Neptune gave her vision and moral imagination. Uranus gave her innovation and courage to break barriers. Her creation of the ACLU Women's Rights Project and her ability to change not just laws, but culture. And we can use this by channeling this energy by combining vision, courage, and transformative power. Use insight and imagination to break barriers, innovate and reshape not just the systems, but culture itself. Look to your bold ideas to create lasting impact.
Nice.
Yes, and then Saturn in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Aries. Ruth didn't just dream big, she stayed grounded. She trusted that a better world was possible. I think we all need a little bit of that. She was devoted to equality. So we can use this energy by channeling this energy and dreaming big while staying grounded. Trust that there's a better world is possible and let our devotion to fairness guide every step we take. Okay, and there's T squared with the release in Aries. So the T square that I saw that I wanted to speak on was the new moon in Libra, squaring Jupiter in Cancer, and Pluto in Aquarius shows a contrast of push and pull between caring deeply, that's the Jupiter in Cancer, seeking balance, that's the Libra, and transforming systems, that's the Pluto in Aquarius. Ruth didn't wait for permission. She acted, she spoke, she led by example, providing that courage can coexist with grace. The tension between Libra's diplomacy, Jupiter's care, and Pluto's reforms, release in Aries, that says to me, action with heart. We can all use this energy by not waiting on permission, that as long as we act with courage, led by an example, let heart-driven action turn challenges into meaningful change. So my final thoughts on this new moon in Libra, from all the aspects, let's channel our inner Ruth. Ruth showed that fairness isn't passive. It's an act of courage. She proved that intelligence can be gentle, that emotion can be wise, and that grace can move mountains. So under this new moon in Libra, may we find the strength to fight for what's right with beauty, empathy, and a fearless heart. My final thoughts.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Notorious RGB. All right.
Such a beautiful role model for all women.
Yeah, seriously. Like a role model to really have and then to share.
But not just to women, to everyone.
Yeah.
Because she was gender biased.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, let me get to my story with her, and then we will discuss how cool she is. Libra is the sign of justice, balance, and social harmony, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg embodies all three. A true role model. She understands the power of partnership and the art of fairness. With Venus leading the chart, but unaspected in this new moon, RGB is perfect for Libra. She had a famous relationship with Justice Antonio Scalia. He was pretty much the opposite of ideology, but they had a very in the public relationship where they went on vacations with each other, and they made each other laugh, they made each other think, and they also made each other sharpen their arguments. And I really find that and it's also proof that harmony isn't sameness, but mutual respect in motion.
And that's Libra.
And that is very Libra. And so we're thinking, when we think of that, we're thinking of the leading planet in Venus. Another little bit, that little sugar on top that I thought made Ruth just perfect for this is her iconic style. So she had the little collars that really stood out. And her telling the story, it was her and the first female Supreme Court judge, O'Connor, decided together to make it more appealing to be a woman on the court, aesthetic, and to really show their femininity too.
I didn't even address that piece, but that's brilliant.
Yeah. Just a little, Libra, Venus little flair. But here Venus has no aspect. She stands alone. That perfectly mirrors Ruth's role. She didn't bend in or conform to the existing system. She refined it from within. An unaspected Venus acts on pure principle, driven by an inner code of justice rather than social feedback. Ruth embodied that. Her calm demeanor and impeccable logic weren't for show, they were her Venetian art form. They were her art form. She showed that grace and firmness are not opposites. This Venus says balance isn't passive, it's earned. RBG didn't wait for permission to be fair, she simply was, even when the world wasn't ready to mirror it back.
Absolutely.
Mercury conjunct Mars in Scorpio, precision, passion, and the pen as a weapon. Mercury and Mars together in Scorpio brings penetrating focus, the courage to speak uncomfortable truth with emotional intelligence and strategies. Ginsburg dissents were the aspect embodied, sharp, unflinching, and aimed at the heart of justice. Water trine. So we have Mars and Mercury in Scorpio together, trining Saturn in Pisces, and then Jupiter in Cancer. Compassion with consequences. This grand trine is an emotional intelligence in motion. RGB wasn't motivated by anger or ego. Her drive came from empathy, anchored in structure. Mars, Mercury, and Scorpio gave her strategy. Saturn in Pisces gave her the spiritual weight of duty. Jupiter in Cancer gave her heart for the human condition. She turned personal conviction into moral leadership, our role model. It's why even her opponents respected her. She never fought against people. She fought for principles.
I think that's powerful to know that she didn't fight against people. She fought for principle, and so many times we take it personally.
Yeah.
And she didn't.
She never did.
I like that about her.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry. Move ahead. Move along.
My final thoughts with RGB in this new moon in Libra. Initiating Libra's energy in our lives. AKA initiating notorious RGB in our lives. To live the lesson of the Libra new moon is practicing grace in motion. It begins with empathy, recognizing when life isn't fair and choosing not to turn away. We pause long enough to see other people's perspective, even when it challenges our own. That's how fairness begins, through feeling. Then we step into justice, not as an abstract idea, but as action. Justice is what happens when we align our values with our behavior, when we use our voice for those who can't. It's the courage to create equilibrium when imbalance has become normal. And finally, we honor partnership by surrounding ourselves with people who both nourish and challenge us. Wasn't about sameness. It's about balance in motion, each feeding the other's purpose. Because that's Libra's truest initiation. Empathy when life is unfair, action when justice calls, and relationships that sustain both your softness and your strengths.
Well, the way you just said that, we found a way to like Libra.
I know, but we needed to, honestly.
I think we found the beauty of Libra through this video. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that.
Me too.
Because we in the past have been a little harsh on Libra. And I don't know why.
I know, it was just this mutual thing we both shared.
Yes.
And then we just couldn't let it go.
I know. And I have a Libra rising.
And I have a Libra Pluto, so,
Yeah, so-
I need to work on it. I know this.
Yeah, so I was like not recognizing or giving the respect that Libra deserves.
Yeah.
And I think we found it with this reference.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed our reference. I hope you found another way to fall in love with Libra, the energy of Libra.
Thank you for going on this journey with us, for
Right.
helping us understand the beauty
Of Libra.
Of Libra.
Yeah, we probably needed it more than you did. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something. And yes, and I love what you said. Empathy when life is unfair. Action when justice calls. Love that you said that. And relationships that sustain both our softness and our strength. Wow, love it, love it. Thank you, Megan. I love that. I think we should end on that in those notes. What do you think?
I think so too.
Okay, so if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you get notice of our next videos. And our next video coming up is...
Talk to the 12 different zodiac signs about how this energy can benefit you.
Absolutely. And
So stay tuned.
remember, yes, and remember, today is a new day and a new opportunity to make this world a better place. Cheers, y'all.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.